Hey, what's up? It's Wick for Xiaomify, and today we're looking at the Redmi K30 Pro, or what might globally be called the Mi 10T, maybe? Will I be more positive about the K30 Pro than I was about the K30? Well, let's find out. Let's go. So here I've got the K30 Pro. In the box you'll find a small box with a basic protective case, SIM card ejector tool, and some instruction booklets. Below that you'll find the K30 Pro, and below that the 33 watts power adapter and USB-C cable. So this right here is the K30 Pro, which looks totally different than the K30 I've looked at not that long ago, but a lot has been improved. The K30 Pro is 163 by 75 millimeters in size, being almost 9 millimeters thick, weighing in at around 218 grams. On the front, you'll find its 6.67 AMOLED display with 2400 by 1080 pixels resolution, and in this display you'll find its in-screen fingerprint scanner. On the inside, it comes with a Snapdragon 865 processor, which is really giving this flagship phone performance that supports 5G as well. It comes with 128 or 256 gigs of UFS 3 storage and 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a very decent 4700 mAh battery that supports 33 watts quick charging. On the top, you'll find its 20 megapixel selfie camera that pops up, and this can record HD video as well. It's kind of similar to what we've seen with the K20 last year, and that's what's giving it this notchless display. The pop-up camera has a LED light that looks pretty cool with the subtle animation on the screen, even though it is quite useless. On the top, it's also got an IR blaster to use as a remote control for, well, pretty much anything that has a remote control. Here you'll also find the headphone jack, and on the bottom it's got a dual SIM card slot, the speaker grill with an improved linear speaker system, and the USB-C port for charging. On the side it's got the volume rockers and the on-off switch. On the back, you'll find its 4-camera setup with a 64-megapixel main lens, a 123 13-megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens, a 5-megapixel 50mm equivalent lens, and a portrait DOF lens to give you that depth of field in your portrait photos. Now first, let's have a look at the camera, because I've invited Susanna to have her take some selfies with the K30 and the K30 Pro because she looks a lot better on camera than I do. Which one do you like best? The red one? Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay.
Way better, right? Yeah, I like this one a lot more. The color contrast and everything.
The rear camera should have been slightly improved on the Pro. So here's some photos of Susanna taken with the K30 Pro and the K30. The color difference between the two is really quite big, and also the processing is quite a bit different. And then here I've got some outdoor snapshots. They all come out looking alright, nothing really that spectacular, but they're just okay. And then looking at this still life comparison between the K30 and the Pro, and here I found the K30 to have some better edge sharpness than the K30 Pro, which is kind of interesting. The Pro has quite a lot more contrast though. On the 2x zoom lens, I found the K30 to have some better noise reduction and less dark shadows, although the sharpness of the 2x zoom lens seems to be a little bit better on the K30 Pro though. The wide-angle lens has some better noise reduction on the Pro, with the K30 seemingly having some more software sharpening going on, and the Pro definitely has some more noise reduction going on. At night, I found the Pro to be slightly better than the normal K30, but both are not that great to begin with. Also with this interior shot at night, I found the K30 Pro to be a little bit better. Both of them are not really that great. And then there's the video. The K30 Pro shoots 8K video, which is quite ridiculous for a phone of this price. The 8K footage comes out quite shaky. It's really not that stabilized. The 4K video is a little bit more stabilized, but still not perfect. And then there's the super stabilized HD mode. And this actually comes out looking very stabilized and smooth, but you can see some artifacts of that stabilization, especially in the background, so it is not perfect though. I would suggest that if you want to use the 8K video recorder, is that you either do it using a gimbal or on a tripod, and that would actually make it the cheapest way to get a phone that shoots 8K video.
And I think this is probably going to be the cheapest way to get like really decent quality footage.
The biggest difference between those two is in the actual performance. as the K30 Pro has a much better processor. So here's some benchmark testing that I've done on both of these phones, and you can see that the K30 Pro has some better scores here. No, let me rephrase that. The K30 Pro completely shatters the K30's performance. It's insane. The K30 Pro got the first place ranking in Antutu, which is really pretty crazy. Comparing that to the 45th place of the regular K30, yeah, that's either first place or 45th place. That is a huge difference. And the 3D Mark scores of the K30 Pro were more than triple that of the K30 as well. So in terms of performance, the K30 Pro is simply destroying the K30. Also, just out in front of my apartment, I just had to try out the 5G, and I actually got up to 600 Mbps download speeds and around 50 Mbps uploads. I also got some pretty good Wi-Fi speeds, went up to 585 Mbps down in my living room and 140 Mbps upload speed. I could say that I'm quite satisfied with that. The K30 Pro also comes with that AMOLED display. Yes, that display has a lower refresh rate, but it is much brighter, like a lot brighter, and it does support that always-on display. I also find colors to come out looking quite a lot better on the Pro, and that AMOLED display should consume less battery. Another notable thing is that the haptic feedback or the vibration engine is significantly stronger on the K30 Pro. It is really noticeable how much power it has. Also notice the face unlocking, it is a lot faster than on the K20 last year, for example, which had a similar pop-up camera. The camera comes out and goes in noticeably faster on the K30 Pro when you want to use it for face unlocking. So in almost every way, the K30 Pro is performing a lot better, but there's one thing I've found to be performing better on many other Xiaomi and Redmi phones, and that is the fingerprint scanner. I had a few times where it was not as fast as I'm used to, but I gotta note that like most people, I've been using a lot of hand sanitizer, and that makes my fingers a lot drier. And it might be harder for the fingerprint scanner to actually read the print, so I'm not sure if that's the cause, and I'm also not sure if anyone else has noticed. Let me know down here in the comments.
Huh? There's a little bit of a delay, but...
Little bit. Like, I mean, the other one was so fast.
And last but not least, there's the audio. So here's some music playing on the K30 and on the K30 Pro. So I found the audio on the K30 Pro to be quite a lot louder than the K30, but not really better. Here's a voice recording on both of them. Hey, what's up? It's Wick for Xiaomify, and I am talking to both the RedMi K30 as well as the K30 Pro. Hey, what's up? It's Wick for Xiaomify, and I am talking to both the RedMi K30 as well as the K30 Pro. It sounds like it has a bit more clarity in the K30 Pro, so I would definitely say that it's improved.
I know that not everyone likes the MIUI operating system, but I actually kind of like it, and this one has all the features you come to expect. It's got that great control center, it's got split screen options, and it's got that always-on display, which allows you to customize it with either some text, some icons, or maybe even a photo. And it's got that silent way of giving you notifications on your always-on display with those breathing lights around the edges. It's got pretty much all the features that you come to expect from MIUI 11. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So now, what do I think of the K30 Pro? Well, first of all, it is ridiculously higher spec than the regular K30. The Snapdragon 865 in the K30 Pro gives it this flagship phone performance for a much lower price tag than any other flagship. So it's really pretty crazy. The screen, even though it's got a lower refresh rate, in my opinion is much better. I will take the color and the brightness of this screen over that higher refresh rate any day. I like to see that the pop-up camera is back. I don't use the selfie camera that often, and I don't mind this as a trade-off to have a full screen display, so that's pretty good. Also, I gotta note that the dual camera on the K30 takes up way too much space, so this is a lot better. 5G has been giving me some good speeds. I know that not everybody wants to see 5G, but I mean, it's here, and I like faster internet speeds, so I'm quite happy to see it on this phone. camera has kind of upgraded. The performance has some ups and downs, but you can't really expect flagship quality like on the Mi 10 Pro on this level of smartphone when they both actually already have the same processor. So I think that's a fair trade-off. Its specs make it a very, very good alternative if you're on a lower budget, but you want some really high-end specs with the latest Snapdragon processor. The main downside, and I'm sure that many of you might agree, is that this lineup of Redmi K30 phones is really getting out of hand. There's the K30, the K30 5G, the K30 Pro, and the K30 Pro Zoom. I would have loved to see Xiaomi just do one version of the Pro, but for those of you that do like options, well, options you will have. In China, the K30 Pro came out in the Xiaomi store for $29.99 for the entry level and 3,400 RMB for the 8GB RAM version. And that's a starting price of 385 euros or $428 for a phone with extremely good performance. It's really impressive. The 256GB storage model, which is very hard to find in China even, came out for $36.99, which is about $528 or 475 euros. So that's it for the K30 Pro. So what do you guys think of the K30 Pro? Is that something you want to pick up? Is this the phone that might replace your K20? Or what do you guys think? Let me know down here in the comment section if you are interested in picking it up. And don't forget to leave a little like below this video to show me some love, because I put a lot of work into these videos. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, well then know that you probably should. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. Peace.